These notes I kind of made as a packet for Geometry 3, and so in order to get through some of these, we're not going to do all examples. So first off, we'll skip A and C, which is why I've already put in X for them. We are working on plotting coordinates on a coordinate plane, so that's important to know. So as we skip down here to section B, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read this and we're going to plot these points. So imagine that you own a bakery. Now suppose that your friend tells you over the phone about a new cookie design she came up with. She can't show it to you over the phone, but she can tell you the coordinates of the vertices of the design. The design is a polygon with these vertices. And so over the phone she's going to tell you A is at 0, 4, and you need to know how to plot that. So when we plot those, remember we always start at the origin over here. 0, 4 means we don't move right or left. And then the 4 means we go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be point A. And then she tells us to plot 5, 6. So 5 meaning you go right 5 and up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is point B. And then C is 5, 0. Over the phone she tells you that, so you're going over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you don't go up or down. So that is point C. Point D is 0, 2. 0 meaning you don't go left or right. 2 meaning you go up 2, 1, 2. Point D. And then E is 3, 3. You go over to the right 3 and up 3. And that is point E. So just being able to look at these points and plot them the right way on the coordinate plane. I see some kids still plotting these backwards. The first number tells you if you go right or left from the origin, and then the second number tells you if you go up or down. Plot and label the points on the grid below, then connect the points in order to form the polygon A, B, C, D, E. In other words, A connects to B, B connects to C, C to D, and then D to E, and then E is going to connect right back to A. So if we were going to go A to B in the most direct straight line, kind of looks like this, A to B. B to C should be going straight down. C to D is kind of the most direct line here. D has to go to E, going in a little bit. And then E comes back to A like so. So A, B, C, D, E, and then E is back to A. How many sides does this polygon have? You would say sides, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got 5 sides. Another thing I want to just point out here before going into naming that is you need to know this is your x-axis and your y-axis. You need to know when they give you coordinates, they're always giving you x comma y, x comma y. Each one of these is x comma y. That helps you figure out the first number goes on the x-axis and the second number goes on the y-axis. What's the name for a polygon with this many sides? If it has 5, we call that a pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides. The reason I remember hexagon has an X in it, and 6 sides, 6 has an X in it. So pentagon's 5, hexagon is 6. What is the length of line segment from point B to C? The other thing you need to be able to do with this standard is understand distance between points. And we did this a little bit with test 10 as well. So B to C, in other words, if you were to count those, how far are those? You can count the spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are 6 units apart. So the distance is 6 units apart. This question right here, things like that, is going to be on your test. I will give you 2 points, ask you to plot them, and then distance between them. You have to be able to do that. Okay, turn the page. We're going to go to the back side, and we're going to do continue plotting. She's going to give you more designs over the phone, and here's your new vertices. So I want you to look at these and give you a little bit of time to plot those over here. Remember, you always start at the origin. -1 means you're going to move to the left 1, and then you're going to go up 2. So you should be able to plot these points and then check back in with me. Up 2, that was F, and then G was over 1, up 2, G, H, 3, down 1, H, and then J was -3, down 1. So just giving you a chance to do that. Plot and label the points on the grid below, and then connect them in order. F to G, that's a straight. G to H, G to H, H to J, straight along here, and then J back to F. How many sides does that have? 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. You should be able to look at this shape and know what this is. This is a trapezoid. Once you have that, what do we know about trapezoid? If we were to ask you to find the area of this shape, what do we know about area of a trapezoid? Well, you need to remember this formula, area of a trapezoid. We talked about base 1 plus base 2. You times it by the height, and then you divide them both by all that by 2. So if I ask you to put in your blanks, what are your bases, what's your height, and then we're going to divide it by 2 if I want to know the area here. Remember, your bases are parallel to each other, so that's like F and G and J and H are both parallel. So what is the distance between F and G? This distance is 2. You can even count 1, 2 with the squares, and then this base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 2 up here, you've got 6 down here. So you've got 2 and 6 for your bases. What is your height? Remember, your height makes a right angle. So if you wanted to come down from this point and come straight down and make a right angle here, your height, counting 1, 2, 3. So your height is 3 going up. And then you can work that to find the area. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8, you still have to take that times 3 and then divide by 2. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 divided by 2 actually gives you 12. If I asked you to find the area of that trapezoid, 12 units squared using the trapezoid formula. Your friend wants to know the length of the longest side of the cookie so that she can pick the right size box. In other words, she's got to make sure this cookie fits in the box. What is the length of the longest side of the cookie? Well, you should be able to tell the length is 6. If each unit, like here, equals ½ inch instead of each unit equaling 1, what if each unit equals ½ inch? So instead of this being 6, this would be 3 inches.